Before the world wakes up, the sun begins its daily work of pouring energy into the giants of the Central Valley. Strength starts at the base, anchored in a soil that had been nurtured for decades to support the weight of a world-class harvest. A farmer knows his trees by heart, sensing the vitality flowing beneath the bark long before the first leaf even unfurls. From up here, you see the true scale of American ingenuity. Thousands of trees standing in perfect...
Every leaf is a solar engine, drinking up that California sunshine and turning it into the energy that grows a masterpiece of a nut.
The legacy begins with the heavy iron, turning the earth and preparing a home for trees that will stand for 100 years. We break the ground to let it breathe, ensuring the young roots will have an easy path as they reach for the earth's hidden riches. Precision on the orchard floor is a point of pride, laying down a foundation for a harvest that moves with absolute efficiency. Through the heat and the dust, the farmer remains the steady hand, guiding the future of the American orchard. Feeding the soil is an investment in the future, giving these giants the fuel they need to produce an oversized bounty.
The soil tells a story if you know how to listen, and right now, it's saying the conditions are perfect for growth.
We're building the arteries of the orchard, ensuring that every tree has a reliable lifeline to the water it needs to thrive. It's the small, technical details that determine the success of the harvest, delivering water with surgical precision. Every young tree needs a helping hand, a backbone to lean on until it's strong enough to stand against the wind. We guide the early growth with care, making sure the future canopy has a straight and narrow path to the sun. Every giant starts as a seed, a blueprint of genetic potential contained within one of nature's toughest vaults. We only plant the best of the best, ensuring the next generation of trees carries the trait for the largest nuts on the market. A controlled beginning in the nursery protects the young life from the elements until it's ready for the open field.
There's a specific art to planting a walnut, ensuring the embryo is positioned to reach for the sky and the ground at the same time.
The right pressure ensures the seed stays hydrated, triggering the dormant life inside to wake up and start its journey.
The power of a walnut sprout is legendary. It has the strength to crack through the earth and reach for the light. In the nursery, we create the perfect cradle, a gentle mist that keeps the young trees hydrated as they build their strength.
Early pruning is the key to a productive orchard, training the tree to put its energy into a tall, healthy central leader. We combine the best of both worlds, the strength of a wild root and the flavor of a world-class, oversized nut.
Every leaflet is a factory, gathering the fuel that will eventually build the wood of a massive trunk.
The day has come for these young trees to leave the safety of the nursery and claim their place in the valley. Across the acres, we move the future of the harvest to the ground, where they will grow for generations. We dig deep to ensure the taproot has a clear path to the moisture waiting far beneath the surface. A healthy start is the key to a healthy grove, and we handle these young lives with the respect their potential deserves. That first drink is the most important, sealing the soil around the roots and welcoming the tree to its new home.
As the seasons pass, the orchard takes shape, transforming a flat field into a powerhouse of nut production.
The trunk is the highway of the tree, carrying the lifeblood of the earth up to the canopy and the developing crop.
Under the intense summer sun, the orchard becomes a vibrant forest, a living testament to the power of American farming.
Water is liquid gold. We use high-tech systems to ensure every drop goes exactly where it's needed, right to the heart of the tree. A morning dew is nature's way of saying everything is on track, keeping the husks cool as the nuts grow larger inside.
The walnut relies on the wind, a silent partner that carries the promise of the harvest from one branch to the next.
We plant a world of life between the trees, building the soil and supporting the pollinators that keep our ecosystem healthy.
Every worker on this farm, no matter how small, plays a vital role in the health and success of our orchard.
We manage the sunlight, pruning the canopy to make sure every branch has the energy it needs to grow an oversized nut. Support is a full-time job when you're growing the biggest nuts in the world, making sure the wood doesn't break before the finish line.
From a silent bloom comes the first green gem, a hevel protective jacket for the prize growing inside. Watching the nuts swell is the most rewarding part of the summer, seeing the tree's energy take a solid and beautiful form. This is the moment we wait for, the hull split. It's the tree's way of saying the work is done and the gift is ready.
Inside that green jacket, a masterpiece has been forming, a shell as tough as oak and a nut as sweet as sunshine.
We're grooming the floor now, making sure the stage is set for the quickest, cleanest harvest in the industry.
Even in the quiet of the night, the trees are at work, pulling the last of the dale's heat into those developing kernels.
There's a specific feel to a mature walnut, a perfect balance that tells us the moisture is just right for the shaker. We check them constantly, making sure that inner kernel is finding its shape and it flavored just the way it should.
Across these acres, the harvest sits in wait, a sea of gold flecks that represents the best of the American heartland. Even the smallest residents of the field know when the harvest is close, part of a natural cycle we're proud to protect.
Hold on to your hats because the heavy cavalry just arrived. This is the shaker.
It's a delicate balance of raw power and a gentle touch. That grip has to be perfect before we let the vibration fly.
And boom! That's the sound of a whole year's work coming down at once. It's a nut storm, and it is a beautiful thing to see.
Next up is the sweeper. This machine is like a giant comb, taming the chaos and lining up the harvest into perfect golden rows.
Look at that consistency. These windrows are the result of precision engineering and a whole lot of orchard floor grooming.
This is the final lap in the field. The pickup machine is a marvel of efficiency, gathering the crop off the dirt and starting its journey.
We're moving from the orchard to the highway now. These big rigs are the bridge between the farm and the processing plant.
We unload at high speed to keep the plant humming. It's a relentless flow of fruit that doesn't stop until the last truck is empty.
Precision drying is the secret to a long shelf life. We're locking in that freshness and making sure those natural oils stay stable.
Now we're getting to the good stuff. The sheller cracks the code, freeing that oversized kernel from its protective house.
We use physics to do the heavy lifting, separating the kernel from the shell based on weight and airflow.
This is 21st century farming. These cameras see what the human eye can't, ensuring only the most perfect walnuts make the cut.
Machines are great, but there's no substitute for the human eye when it comes to the highest quality standards.
Whether they're for snacking or baking, every walnut has a destination, and we sort them out so they get exactly where they need to go.
We chill them down slow, preserving that buttery flavor and ensuring the texture is exactly what you expect. Load by load, the bins are filling up. This is the culmination of a year's worth of valley sun and hard work.
We're locking the freshness in. That airtight seal means these walnuts are going to taste just as good when you open them as the day they left the orchard.
The journey is almost over. Our walnuts have arrived at the hub of the community, ready to find their place on the shelf.
We take pride in the display, making sure our walnuts are looking their absolute best for you.
When you reach for a bag of these walnuts, you're picking up a year of sunshine and the hard work of American families.
The journey is finally complete. The harvest has found its way to your home, ready to be enjoyed by the ones you love. There's a timeless joy in cracking a walnut by the fire, the sound of quality being revealed.
They bring the texture, they bring the taste. Sliced or whole, the walnut makes every meal just a little bit better.
It's the finishing touch, the final note of perfection that brings everything together in one delicious bite.
At the end of the year, we're just proud to be stewards of this land, growing something that brings a little health and a lot of joy to your table.
The cycle of the orchard is a cycle of life, a timeless American story of growth, harvest,